Recommendations from the prestigious cardiac surgeon Leo Bokeria to take care of your heart. Don't lose sight of these simple and powerful tips from the acclaimed cardiac health specialist, Leo Bokeria, on the foods that are part of your daily diet. Do you know which ones you should avoid to preserve the health of your heart for many years? By applying these suggestions, your arteries will remain in optimal condition and your heart will work like a Swiss watch. In this video, you will also learn which habits and foods are the greatest silent enemies of your heart, according to the research of the iconic cardiac surgeon Michael DeBakey. In addition, you will discover how eliminating certain products from your diet can add years of quality life and well-being. What is the food that, according to the prominent cardiac surgeon Ellsworth Wareham, acts as the best paintbrush to clean the arteries of plaques and clots? Cardiovascular problems, such as heart attacks and strokes, have a devastating impact on our health and are closely linked to the lifestyle habits we lead. However, by following Leo Bokeria's simple but effective recommendations, you can protect your heart well-being. It is essential to understand that this is not a magic solution, but rather a holistic approach where every aspect of your daily routine contributes to building a healthy and resilient cardiovascular system. First tip: make the most of your day. An essential habit in Leo Bokeria's routine is to start the day early. This habit has become a fundamental pillar of his life, helping him build a successful career and maintain his daily energy. Normally, he starts his activities between 6 and 7 in the morning. Since he was young, he adopted this lifestyle and discovered that it gave him a notable increase in productivity and vitality. Bokeria often says with humor, "Getting up early allows you to live 2 days in one." However, he highlights something important. Getting up early is only beneficial if you have had enough rest. For this reason, he advises going to sleep between 10 and 11 at night. Those who have a habit of going to bed late, for example, at midnight, will probably not be able to fully enjoy getting up early, as the body will not have had enough time to regenerate. Second tip: a proper breakfast to take care of your heart. Leo Bokeria has recently highlighted the importance of breakfast in cardiovascular health. According to him, the typical combination of eggs and coffee, which is common in many morning routines, may not be the most beneficial alternative for the heart. The doctor expressed his concern about the habit of drinking coffee on an empty stomach, explaining that this practice can increase the risk of suffering problems such as heart attacks or strokes. In his opinion, drinking coffee without having eaten stimulates the production of gastric juices and raises stress levels in the body, which is especially dangerous in the early hours of the day. Bokeria points out that drinking coffee on an empty stomach on a regular basis can negatively affect the cardiovascular system, considerably increasing the chances of developing heart problems. Recommendations to maintain a healthy heart according to Leo Bokeria. 1. Avoid coffee on an empty stomach. Dr. Leo Bokeria strongly advises against drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Instead, he recommends waiting at least 30 minutes after breakfast to enjoy this drink. Drinking coffee without eating beforehand can cause the production of gastric juices, which, without food to process, can irritate and damage the stomach lining, which over time could trigger problems such as gastritis or even ulcers. Bokeria also warns about the risks of eating processed products or insufficient quantities for breakfast, since these do not provide adequate satiety and can generate imbalances in blood sugar levels, which negatively impacts cardiovascular health. 2. Start your morning with a glass of warm water. Leo Bokeria recommends starting the day by drinking a glass of warm water immediately after waking up. To facilitate this habit, he suggests keeping a glass of water within reach, near the bed, and drinking it when you get up. This simple gesture can facilitate the process of waking up, improve blood circulation, stimulate the stomach, and prepare the body to absorb the nutrients of the day. Drinking warm water first thing in the morning not only benefits your heart and blood vessels, but also provides a boost of energy that will help you face the rest of the day. 3. Physical activity in the morning. Leo Bokeria highlights the importance of incorporating morning exercises as a key element of a healthy lifestyle, appropriate for people of any age. It is not necessary to perform intense routines. Simple movements are enough to activate the main muscle groups, such as the neck, arms, legs, and torso. Performing a light warm-up helps to reactivate the body after a night's rest, promote blood circulation, stimulate the metabolism. This habit not only wakes up the muscles and joints, but also prepares the body to face a day full of activities. In addition, according to Bokeria, morning exercise generates emotional benefits, promoting a good mood and a positive attitude from early on. Spending just 5 minutes on this practice can give you a noticeable feeling of energy to start the day. 4. Start your day with a smile. After hydrating and doing morning exercise, Leo Bokeria recommends taking a moment to look in the mirror and give yourself a smile. Although it may seem like a small gesture, studies have shown that activating the facial muscles that generate the smile sends positive signals to the brain, stimulating the production of hormones associated with happiness. Smiling, even a little, can improve your mood, even in moments of fatigue, says Bokeria. This simple habit can make your day feel lighter and full of optimism. 5. A balanced and nutritious breakfast. Leo Bokeria considers breakfast to be a fundamental pillar for maintaining good health. According to his recommendations, the first meal of the day should be rich in nutrients and complete enough to positively influence the state of the body throughout the day. Among the foods that Bokeria suggests including in breakfast are oats or whole grains. They contribute to a prolonged feeling of satiety and help regulate blood sugar levels. Quality eggs and butter. They are an excellent source of protein and essential fats. Fresh fruits. They provide a variety of vitamins and minerals that are key to the body. A well-planned breakfast can make a difference in how you face the rest of the day. Skipping breakfast, according to Bokeria, can harm both health and metabolism. Leo Bokeria points out that skipping the first meal of the day has a negative impact on the balance of the body. Establishing the habit of eating breakfast regularly helps maintain a stable metabolism and avoid unnecessary cravings or excessive food consumption throughout the day. Tip 6. Balance in your diet. Dr. Leo Bokeria highlights the importance of maintaining a balanced diet, avoiding extreme or overly restrictive diets. However, he mentions that in his youth he experimented with different methods, such as the Kremlin diet, known for eliminating certain foods. Although this type of diet can be challenging, it also allows you to reduce the strain on your digestive system. In this diet, he eliminated products such as flour and sugar from his diet, significantly reduced his salt intake, and preferred to prepare steamed or boiled meat and fish. He also added fresh herbs to flavor his meals. However, over time he came to the conclusion that the real secret lies not in extreme restrictions, but in maintaining an adequate balance. Leo Bokeria avoided consuming sugar for a long time, but later discovered the beneficial properties of dark chocolate with a low sugar content. According to him, this food can contribute to regulating the body's functions and reducing the risk of hypertension, as long as it is consumed in moderation and with the least amount of added sugars possible. The doctor suggests reducing the intake of fats and refined carbohydrates, giving priority to high-quality protein sources such as lean meats, fish, and fresh cottage cheese. He also highlights the importance of fruits and vegetables being the fundamental pillars of the diet. When it comes to desserts, Bokeria recommends opting for natural alternatives such as honey, since, in addition to being an excellent source of vitamins and minerals, it has antiseptic properties that contribute to strengthening the immune system. Daily activity. The key to an active and healthy life. Leo Bokeria shares the opinion of his colleague, renowned cardiac surgeon Michael DeBakey, on the importance of incorporating movement into the daily routine to maintain an active and long life. DeBakey, an influential figure in the field of cardiac surgery, saw walking as one of the simplest and most effective ways to preserve heart health and promote longevity. According to DeBakey, dedicating at least 30 minutes a day to walking can bring significant benefits to overall well-being. In addition, he suggested alternating between a relaxed pace and a faster pace, since this combination helps improve circulation and strengthens the heart without subjecting it to excessive strain. Michael DeBakey's daily routine. Michael DeBakey maintained a strict routine focused on preserving his health and energy levels. He would wake up around 4 a.m. and start his day by performing basic exercises such as pull-ups, squats, and push-ups, repeating them several times to get his circulation going and prepare his body for a productive day. After his workout, he would walk to his workplace, where he would also eat his breakfast. Although he did not follow any extreme diets, he did eliminate 2 key elements from his diet: oils and high-fat meats. In his words, avoiding oils can add years to the life of your heart. Instead of frying foods, opt for baking, steaming, or increasing the consumption of vegetables in your diet. This helps maintain a strong and healthy heart. DeBakey's eating routine. Breakfast. His first meal of the day included oatmeal made with whole grains, accompanied by a cup of black coffee. Lunch. He opted for bean soups or baked fish, always complemented by a serving of fresh vegetables. Dinner. He followed a particular method, dividing his dinner into 2 portions. He consumed the first half in the evening and saved the other part to enjoy as breakfast the next day. This strategy allowed him to keep hunger under control and ensure that his energy levels remained constant throughout the day. The heart's greatest enemy: stress. Although DeBakey stressed the importance of a balanced diet and regular exercise, he emphasized that the greatest danger to heart health is not cholesterol, but stress. According to him, learning to manage stress effectively is essential to preserving heart health in the long term. The importance of controlling stress and maintaining a healthy diet. Leo Bokeria also stressed the need to manage stress appropriately. He warned that excessive alcohol consumption in large quantities can become a major risk factor for heart problems, such as heart attacks. Instead, he recommended turning to healthy alternatives to relieve stress, such as enjoying a play, spending time outdoors, or doing activities that promote relaxation. DeBakey's strategies to reduce stress and maintain health. Michael DeBakey acknowledged that activities such as swimming in a river or enjoying comedy were effective methods to manage stress, highlighting that, in his opinion, laughter is one of the most effective natural remedies to relax the mind and body. In addition, DeBakey pointed out two major threats to health: boredom and excessive use of oils in the diet. He stressed the importance of staying active and finding motivation in daily life. In his own words, "I do everything in my power to keep my heart functioning optimally. I keep myself busy with work and give lectures regularly. I have observed that when an active person suddenly stops working in old age, he often develops heart problems such as a heart attack." Love for work is essential to maintaining a healthy heart. Of course, he also stressed that he never smoked and considered that staying physically active is a fundamental pillar for leading a healthy life. The benefits of a plant-based diet. Prominent cardiac surgeon Ellsworth Wareham, a staunch advocate of plant-based eating, noticed that those who adopted this type of diet typically lived 10 to 15 years longer, on average. Wareham firmly believed that the secret to a long life lay in reducing or eliminating the consumption of animal products. He shared his observations regarding his patients, noting that the arteries of those who followed a plant-based diet remained clear and free of buildup, while people who included animal products in their diet tended to develop blockages caused by cholesterol and calcium, which eventually led to serious vascular disease. At age 50, Wareham made the decision to completely transform his diet, choosing to focus on plant-based foods. This change allowed him to remain active and in enviable health until the end of his life. At 98, he said he felt just as well as he did when he was 20. "I have no joint pain, my coordination is excellent, and my mind is clear," he said. Even at 99, he continued to drive his car and tend his garden, joking about how he barely knew what it was like to have a health problem. Wareham's diet and longevity. During his travels through Asian countries with colleagues to perform open-heart surgery, Wareham observed that heart disease in those regions was remarkably different from that common in the West. In Asia, congenital heart disease was prevalent, while conditions such as ischemia were virtually non-existent. This experience reinforced his belief that the plant-based diet characteristic of these regions plays an essential role in preventing heart disease. Wareham followed a philosophy of balanced and conscious nutrition, which he considered essential for health and a long life. Although she enjoyed food, she limited her intake to 2 a day. First meal. In the morning, she began with whole grain cereal accompanied by soy milk, fresh fruit, and a handful of nuts, making sure to include essential nutrients in her diet. Second meal. She usually had this before 4 p.m. This approach allowed her to maintain a nutrient-rich diet, while preserving her overall health and well-being. Healthy food choices. Wareham said he enjoyed toast made from whole grain bread, accompanied by nut butter and a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice, a combination that gave him the energy he needed to start the day with vitality. He also maintained a regular exercise routine, which complemented his balanced lifestyle, characterized by a moderate and well-structured diet. Energy for the whole day and healthy eating habits. Ellsworth Wareham's dinner also stood out for its nutritional value. It consisted of a generous portion of beans, fresh vegetables, and, as was usual in his diet, a handful of nuts. For Wareham, nuts were one of the most beneficial foods, although they were not the only ones on his menu. "I include almonds and peanuts in my diet. Although many people suggest consuming nuts only in their natural form, from time to time I enjoy salted peanuts," said the surgeon. As far as refined sugar was concerned, Wareham decided to eliminate it completely from her diet, opting for natural sweeteners such as desserts made from fruits and nuts. Hydration, a fundamental pillar for health. Wareham paid special attention to the drinks she consumed, showing a high level of demand. During the second half of her life, she decided to limit herself exclusively to orange juice and water. She maintained the habit of consuming at least 6 glasses of water daily. I start my day with 2 glasses of water, as I believe it is useful for weight control. During the rest of the day, I try to drink as much water as possible, because I know I might forget it later due to work. Even if I pass by a drinking fountain, I always stop to have a glass, she said. Changing habits is entirely possible. Wareham firmly believed that foods of animal origin, with the exception of milk in the lactation stage, are not essential for human beings. In her words, "It is only a habit, and it can be changed." One example he often mentioned was salt consumption. If you slowly reduce the amount of salt you use on a daily basis, you will reach a point where food without salt will no longer taste bland. Wareham recalled that during his childhood on a farm, daily consumption of meat and milk was a central part of his diet. However, as he turned 50, he made the decision to gradually modify his diet, prioritizing whole grains, legumes, and nuts. Although he occasionally added dairy products, eggs and fish, especially salmon, his diet remained mostly plant-based. "I am convinced that these changes have made me feel incredibly good, and I am certain that I will live to be 100, he said confidently. Changing habits in 3 months. Wareham believed that anyone can change their diet with just 3 months of effort and perseverance. According to him, both our words and our actions have the power to change how we perceive flavors and the needs of our body, allowing us to achieve greater peace, vitality, and confidence in our health. What do you think of these recommendations? Share in the comments if you found them useful and how they could help you improve your lifestyle. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more content. We wish you success and much happiness.